I think I've discovered the girl's location, Your Grace. One of the guards at Castle Frostforge used to serve under me. While he was on duty a few days ago, the guards caught a settler thief sneaking through a secret passage in the castle. Dost thou think? I hope not. But there aren't even many dwarves who know about these passages, let alone settlers. The guard also said that this settler was smaller than us dwarves, and that she wouldn't stop talking. She even claimed to be 1/4 dwarf, and asked the guards to let her go. On the way to the dungeon, she traded a leaf from Tamaris for a chunk of bread from one of the guards.
That sounds like... We have to save her, Your Grace.
In the thousands of years since Castle Frostforge was built, no one has ever broken out of its dungeons. It simply cannot be done. I sympathize, Your Grace, but if thou would kindly allow me to finish. My contact also informs me that the High King is completely occupied with the Tournament of Champions. Until that's over, no one will pay any attention to this thief. I've urged every guard I trust to look after the girl. She'll be safe in the dungeons until the tournament is over.
You mean?
We still have time. What we need is for Mermont to release her after the Tournament of Champions. Correct. We must find a way to gain an audience with High King Mermont. We've tried the easy way. Now all that's left is the hard way.
I'm coming with you, Your Grace.
There's no time to lose. The tournament's already started. They're accepting registrations at the market near here. As a settler, thou might not get a warm welcome. I'll come with thee.
Do not worry, my settler friend. In Tamaris, thou can defeat giant bears, outwit flame dragons, and chase darkling warlocks. But in Belleron, I advise thee never to provoke a dwarf, especially a group of them. With dwarf-settler relations the way they are right now, thou will find thy excuses as useless as thy fists. I have a friend. His name's Yannick.
Art thou Blaze the Brainy?
Goodwall, do you know this guy?
Aye, I've heard of him. Made his fortune in the War of the Last Snows. Now he's an arms dealer for the Settler War. My men have tangled with him in the past. Before they knew it, he'd made off with their supplies. And he's got in on the ground floor of the Tournament of Champions, too. I hear thou made a tidy sum betting on the early rounds.
I'm mortified that such gossip has reached even thine ears. Hero of the War of the Last Snows, friend of the High King. Would-be coup leader who narrowly escaped a prison cell. The great Goodwall. Truly a pleasure to meet thee.
Narrowly is right, so watch thy tongue.
We don't have time to waste on people like you. A hero such as thyself surely needs a tongue like mine. to ensure smooth passage through the tournament. I've heard tell of thy cutting insight. Thou has only just arrived in Belleron. To most, thou art an unknown quantity. So, whether it's rational judgment or just gut feeling, the dwarves won't bet on thee. In which case, oh, there'll be some great odds. Ah, thou art too kind. Besides, if tales of thine exploits in Tamaris are true, using thee to win money would be like using a rune hammer to crack a walnut. My dear settler friend, thou art yet to grasp the rules of the tournament. Competitors are paired up and lead their respective legions against each other. The ultimate champion will earn the chance to enter the High King's treasury. Within that treasury lies all the artifacts. The champion may choose an artifact to retrieve, and there's something in particular I desire. The Thunderhammer forged by my ancestor, Levador.
You want us to help you win the tournament?
Hey! Who said it was just ye helping me? Blaze the Brainy is at your service. I can provide valuable intel. For example, how much gold is riding on each round? One hand washes the other and all that? Ye take the champion's crown, and I take the artifact. What do you say?
Why should we trust you? Your Grace.
Oh, hero. It's not a question of whether thou can trust me. It's how thou can convince me to trust thee.
So tell us, what would it take for thee to trust us?
Always a pleasure dealing with one of my own. The lands around this bazaar are lousy with monsters, and I've a caravan that needs escorting. So, if ye wouldn't mind.
As always, I will protect you in battle.
One day we'll use machines for peace, not war. Ready to unleash devastation.
The path is clear.
All part of the plan.
Got him in sight.
Mortals have some interesting ideas.
These bolts will be the last thing you ever see.
part of the plan.
Finally, I miss my workshop so much.
Well, that's the caravan sorted, Your Grace. We should go and find that merchant. What is it, Your Grace? Eh? Hero of the War of the Last Snows? Friend of the High King? Would-be coup leader who narrowly escaped a prison cell?
Thou may ask me directly, Your Grace. Thou means? I see. Thou suspects that my neutrality has some other aim. Like uniting with the settlers, amassing my own army, and replacing Mermont as High King? Perhaps thou knows little of Belleron. Our kingdom is not like Yargand. The High King has more than just power. He has the respect and fealty of all dwarves. Replacing him would take more than just a few political maneuvers, or an axe in his skull. But besides that, I'll tell thee what loyalty means to me. Where the High King's blade points, there must we risk our lives. Yet, when mist shrouds the throne, and my king no longer keeps the faith of Belleron, my courage and loyalty cannot be blindly given. Of course. I understand thy concerns. Thy best friend's life is at stake. I cannot forget my own dear friend, Mermont. We fought and survived many a dragon attack together. But then, he instigated the Settler War. My neutrality angered him, and so he stripped me of my power. He was furious with me, and made it well known to all. But here I am, neither imprisoned nor headless, so the old Mermont must still be in there somewhere. I hope we both get our old friends back, and that the oath between dwarves and settlers can once again be solid as stone.
Hey, if it isn't the valiant hero who vanquished the flame dragon. Lucky I spotted thee in the crowd. Oh, am I interrupting something?
None of your business. Now it's time you held up your end of the deal.
Thou needn't explain oaths to a dwarf, hero. I signed ye up while ye were busy. There's only one thing left to do. According to dwarven custom, we must sign an agreement. Lest ye go back on your word. I mean, the first round's coming up, and you'll need it if we want to take part. Hey, Cadwaladar never forgets. From now on, Your Grace, we're two friends standing side by side. To tell thee the truth, I've already discovered who thy opponent will be. No one of any import. But I should still warn thee, don't underestimate the strength of dwarves, especially in groups. Blaze the Brainy is not one to scaremonger. Thou should make sure thou art ready before thou starts the match. Thou should have enough supplies, bandages, arrows, provisions, mana, etc. But by my ancestor Menes, we shall meet again, should thou vanquish thy opponent. settlers? What are settlers doing in the tournament?
Blockhaggis! Go back to where you came from!
Look out, Your Grace.
Easy, brothers, easy. Leave these ingrate settlers to me. You flee like rats from the battlefield, then you dare enter the Tournament of Champions? You clearly think far too highly of yourselves. How's about Uli knocks you down a peg or two?
Mouthy little git, aren't you? Let's see how you talk with a frozen face.
Huh? You'd better remember it well, for I am Uli. Don't worry if you can't remember it now. You'll hear it again when they announce my victory. What?
You've hit the half pint where it hurts, Your Grace.
Ye? Stinking settlers! I'll shatter ye in one blow! A dwarf doesn't win a duel with his mouth!
Stay firm in the face of danger. Nature is what's most important.
Come in.
It's a good day to fight.
You must learn to yield before I love.
I think we did pretty well.
Impossible! That was pure luck. A fluke. Again. I could go again.
Checkmate. According to the tournament rules, you've already lost. I thought dwarves always kept their word.
Boy, I advise thee not to provoke the wrath of the dwarves of Belleron. Especially
Especially in groups, right? I've heard that so many times that my ears hurt.
arrogant settler. Thou might have bested me today, but someone in this realm will make thee pay. Our High King offered to share Belleron's bounty with ye settlers, and yet ye broke your oath. Cadwallader will never forgive ye.
Your Grace, up there, on the stand. That must be the High King of the Dwarves. A shame we're so far away. What is it, Your Grace? The guards in the stands have already noticed us.
Your Grace, ye saw Mermont.
The High King was sitting in the stands. He was too far away from us. Luckily, we came prepared. Quite. Thanks to that thing, we were able to see him up close. His eyes and skin had turned a strange red color. He looked a lot like the berserker beast you spoke of.
Well, that's good news if true.
Good news?
Yes. At least, our suspicions have been confirmed. It's like the girl said. Mermont's under the influence of Mana Stone, but you know how to purify him. Once we get rid of whatever weird powers got hold of him, the old Mermont will return. And he'll go back to seeing settlers as allies, not enemies.
Purifying the High King. We couldn't see the Mana Stone, but we were very far away from him.
Tournament rules state that the champion may enter the High King's treasury and choose an artifact. As far as I'm aware, no one in history has been able to open it apart from the High King himself. Even with his newfound hatred of settlers, he'd have to give you an audience if you won the tournament. So, if you want the chance to purify Mermont, you'll have to be crowned champions.
Well, perhaps the audience will be our chance. We can certainly try.
Don't worry, Your Grace. We're going to restore Mermont's senses and bring peace back to Belleron. And free a lovely young lady from prison, of course. No matter the danger, I'll stand by ye. I swear it.